Historically, voter turnout among the youth has always been low. Sure, you can blame the public schools that teach the role of state, local, and federal government in third grade, 10 years away from the voting age, but teach you Spanish when you're 17 years old and your linguistic skills are almost set in stone. It's your fault, America.
My advice to you as a group, and I'm speaking to the millennials, is that you start looking at the people and what type of operational experience they actually have. Can they run a presidency, or do they just run for president? Can they make decisions that are tactically correct, or do they just make decisions based on what's going to get them elected in the next campaign? So I challenge you to do this. Stop looking at people as liberal and conservative. Stop looking at them as Democratic or Republican. Start looking at people that are running for office, in particular the presidency in 2016, and pick someone that is best suited to lead, to task organize, and pick a cabinet that has an expertise in the fields that they are chosen for. People that can go out and make a difference. You have a huge vote, there's a lot of you, and you can make a big difference in this world. Or you can screw it up even further. It's your choice.
People who don't vote, they will inevitably complain about law or a policy, whether it's a national law or even a local law that they're dissatisfied by, but then the very act of their not voting allowed that person to get into office. So my feeling is that their complaints should really be silenced if they're not willing to take the time. This is something that we've worked very hard to earn the right to do. Those people disappoint me, and I find them very frustrating because it's a very simple gesture. Even as an absentee voter, it's a simple gesture.
I feel like everyone should vote because it's our way to be heard. Even if you live in a district and you say, like, my one individual vote isn't really going to matter, it does, because when it comes to people who are running a campaign in a district, if they see that your demographic, the people in your age group or that look like you or who you relate to are voting, then they'll make sure to speak out and represent your interests. But if they see that only, let's say, rich people or white people or the elderly are voting, that's who they're going to cater to. So that's why it's so important for us all to vote.
Only 21% of millennials voted on November 4th. Did you and your friends chat about these past midterm elections? No, of course not, because you were busy getting cursed out by some 14-year-old in Japan playing Xbox Live on your little headset.
Most Americans are, I don't know if misinformed is the right word, but ill-informed might be better. They don't necessarily put the time in to doing the homework you have to do to really be informed.
Talking about politics is not an easy thing to do. You might think the pundits you see on TV are a lot smarter than you are, but they get paid to do this for a living. They have to be informed, or they'll lose their jobs.
It's very easy sometimes, and I see very often people in politics, political media sometimes say, oh, some of these people are so stupid, how can they not know this? I say, well, you know what? People have their own expertise in their own fields. Just because they don't pay attention as much as, say, we do in, say, politics, they pay attention to their own jobs that we obviously don't understand. So it's like anything else, but it is our job to make sure that people do have at least some type of understanding. However, that being said, though, it is the voters' responsibility to understand at least somewhat of what's going on, so then they can make some type of responsible vote.